Bonjour, my babies. Let's make some crab claw fingers. It's a good appetizer that's served at a lot of restaurants in New Orleans. So I marinated these in Italian salad dressing overnight. So we're gonna take some butter and melt down lots of butter. So let's get that butter melted down. On a medium low because I don't want the butter to burn, because we will be adding garlic as well.
This is a dish you always ate as a kid, or?
Well, I always ate it in restaurants. When I go out to eat, we get it as an appetizer. But that's not something that's in the restaurants out here in California, so I have to make it myself.
So speaking of that, what's the difference between Creole cooking and regular cooking?
So Creole cooking, we add layers and layers of flavor. It's not hot peppery, it's spicy. And Creole food is more on the gourmet style. It's not rustic. So it's and Creole use tomatoes in their dishes, whereas Cajun is not. They don't use a lot of tomatoes.
But that's the difference between Cajun, but that's like regular cooking is
Regular Creole cooking it's just we add layers and layers of flavor. Like I marinated this in Italian salad dressing, so that's a layer of flavor. And now I'm putting the butter and the garlic. That's another layer of flavor. So as we go, we layer flavors into the dish that we're cooking.
Okay. And then Cajun would be different because of the spices
and right, and they're more country style, more rustic.
Okay. Do you ever cook?
I do Cajun because I do rustic because like I've made a jambalaya with wild game, with squirrel, deer meat, squirrel meat, what else I had? Raccoon. So I use those meats to make a jambalaya and with wild rice instead of regular rice. So yeah, I can cook both ways.
How does raccoon meat taste? What's better, raccoon or squirrel?
I prefer squirrel to raccoon. Oh, and rabbit. I also had rabbit. I prefer rabbit to squirrel.
I think I prefer rabbit over squirrel too.
And I like venison.
Venison's deer, right?
Deer, yes. Oh, let's add the garlic. We like our garlic in New Orleans. And we want to make sure it doesn't burn. And now let's add some Tony's Creole seasoning. And we also taste our food as we go to make sure, like, if we need to add something to it, if it needs any other flavoring. Okay, so now let's add these crab fingers with Italian salad dressing on. And I want to fold this in because I don't want to break up these crab cloves. I wanted to get all the flavor of that butter and that garlic. Let's add some wine. Some white wine. Just a little. And when you add alcohol, the alcohol cooks out. So you only have the flavor of the alcohol and not the actual alcohol in the dish. And simmer so all the flavors can marry together and get into this the crab claws. I'm gonna put the cover on it so it can simmer down.
All right, Chef, I got another question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
So, what is something people get wrong when they try to cook Creole food? Like, what's how do they mess it up? Like, what do they do?
So, a lot of people, when they cook Creole food, one way they mess it up is they think Creole food is peppery hot. So they'll add too much pepper, and then when you taste the food, you don't taste the flavor of the dish. You taste the pepper. Or they don't add enough spices like onions, garlic, bell peppers. They just want to add pepper. Or they'll add garlic. We like garlic, but sometimes they'll add, they call it Creole whatever, and there's a lot of garlic in it and pepper. But that's not how we balance our flavors. We add flavors as we go, and we make sure they're balanced.
Hold on 1 second. Action.
Bonjour, my babies. Here's those crab fingers, marinated crab fingers in that sauce. And we like to dip our bread in that sauce. Good. Crab finger. Delicious. The longer it's soaked, the better it tastes.